Surgeon General Vivek H. Murthy. Dr. Vivek Murthy is the Surgeon General of the United States. Today, June 17, 2024, Dr. Murthy wrote an opinion editorial for the New York Times where he said that social media platforms should come with a warning label, similar to cigarette packaging. He has raised concerns over the negative mental health ramifications of social media use. In part, he wrote, "Additionally, companies must be required to share all of their data on health effects with independent scientists and the public, currently they do not, and allow independent safety audits. While the platforms claim they are making their products safer, Americans need more than words. We need proof. The rest of society can play a role also. Schools should ensure that classroom learning and social time are phone-free experiences. Parents, too, should create phone-free zones around bedtime, meals, and social gatherings to safeguard their kids' sleep and real-life connections, both of which have direct effects on mental health." Links to the op-ed can be found in the description below, as well as further news-related sources.
The Surgeon General calling for a tobacco-style warning label on social media, saying it poses a mental health crisis among young people. Elizabeth Schulze has those details for us. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Rebecca. And the U.S. Surgeon General now wants to put those warning-style labels on social media, like what you'd see for cigarettes or tobacco. In an op-ed in the New York Times, Dr. Vivek Murthy writes, "A Surgeon General's warning label, which requires congressional action, would regularly remind parents and adolescents that social media has not been proved safe." He says that similar labels that were put on tobacco products help dramatically reduce their usage. Now, Murthy is pointing to data that shows teens who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media face double the risk of anxiety or depression. The average user that age was on social media for almost 5 hours a day. Last year, Murthy sounded the alarm about how social media is contributing to a mental health crisis among younger Americans. He has urged Congress to pass legislation that would stop platforms from collecting data about kids and putting restrictions on push notifications or auto-scrolling. And while there is bipartisan support for some of those measures, none of them have passed in Congress. Guys.
Something so many parents are thinking about here. 5 hours a day on social media.
Yeah.